guys, welcome back. Lady Tolkien here. Today I'm going to kind of do a mashup of different things that some of you might be interested in. I know others probably won't be interested in this, but I figured since I technically finished the main story mode, I would show you guys some of the things I was talking about in my review. So attack mode is obviously the main story mode. The expedition mode is where I can go back in and you can do single, or it allows you to play with your friends as well, and you can go back and do expeditions, you can do survey missions, and then the only thing you can't do is redo story mode missions that you've done. You actually have to go back into attack mode to do those. And then gallery. Actually, let me show you, for those that might be curious, these are your character choices. So, the farther along you go in the game, the more you unlock. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. The farther you go in the game, the more people you unlock, which is really nice. So you start off almost right away unlocking Aaron, Mikasa, and Armin. After the first couple missions, it then proceeds to unlock Jean, Connie, and Sasha, and then I was probably halfway through the game before it unlocked Krista, and then Levi, and then pretty quick after that was Hanji, and then I didn't get Erwin until I beat I'm going to call it the first part of the story mode, and I'll explain that, what I mean by first part, a little later. So they all, as you can tell, have different capabilities. For obvious reasons, I use Levi quite a lot. He's the only one I have all the way upgraded to level 7, which is the highest you can get. And you can tell I've never played Connie, Sasha, Krista, and Hanji, and I probably won't ever. I am planning on playing Erwin eventually, but I tend to pick Levi for when I do survey missions on my own time, just because I focus more on attack power, which would be my strength, dexterity, concentration. Plus, he has really high stamina and health, which means I take less damage. Leadership, to me, isn't important, just because leadership kind of dictates how much damage your team does. But I have him so far upgraded that I pretty much don't use my team half the time anyway. But I just wanted to show you all those. So she's really high in dexterity. Erwin, for obvious reasons, is health and leadership. Krista's kind of useless in my opinion. Sasha's kind of meh. Connie's meh. Jean, yeah. I like him as a character, but his strength sucks. Armin is awful. Mikasa, and then Aaron. Even though Aaron shows little strength, I never really had a problem with him. I don't know why, but yeah, Mikasa is almost just as good as Levi, depending on what you're after. But that's that. And then gallery is what I've been doing on the side. I haven't been showing this in the videos just because it kind of takes up time, but I figured I'd include it in this. So it shows up in the top corner that I have a gallery completion of 61%. So out of all 6 of these categories, all combined together, I only have 61% completion done. A lot of them individually I have like 90-some% done, but there's like 1 or 2 that really low. But it's stuff that unlock the more you play. So like public information, it's saying I have 95% done. So this unlocked more files every time I got further in the game. Every time you met a new character, it would unlock. So I've pretty much met everybody. I think there's 2 that I haven't unlocked yet, and I have an idea of who one of them is, so here's one. Oh, there's 2 right there. And then I think there's one at the... Oh, that's 3. Okay, no, I'm way off. I thought I only had 2. That's 3. And I know there's one at the end. So that's like characters, items, the walls, the districts, areas you go to. Yeah, this one. I think I know which one this one is, but I'm assuming the latter part of the story mode that I'll explain is going to unlock that one. And then regiment history is pretty much every cutscene that you play through, it goes under a category. So like I'm missing 5 here, and then whatever, and then other, there's like quite a few. So I'm wondering if it's survey missions or other things that have to unlock it. So that's 64% done. Music collection is pretty much done too. So every new tune that you unlock goes in here. I know that I just passed 1. So there's 2 I'm missing for that. Muster roll had to do with the survey missions that I did on my own, not the story mode. Which I will show you how the survey missions work. I don't think I did, but I might have. Every area of the survey missions, you pick an area, and it can have between like 7 and 10 different missions in it. If you complete it, and I don't think it matters the grade you receive, but if you complete it, you unlock a certain percentage, and every area has 6 unlockable characters for your muster roll. I believe I'm on my last set of survey missions, and then I'll have muster roll completed. But as of right now, I have quite a few unlocked. I think there's 6 I'm missing. That's 3, 4, 5. So 5. So my last survey mission only has 5. So that's 83% done. Equipment Field Guide is going to show you all the unlockables for my weapons and my horses. And like I was saying, that's only at 38% done. I've been working tirelessly to unlock blades. I haven't really been paying attention to my scabbards or my ODM gear, just because it's not something I'm worried or concerned about when I'm playing, because I have it at a rate where in the game it's easy to not deplete too much gas because they're so high up on the in power that I haven't really had to worry about it. Whereas blades, I could always get it sharper and more defined and have more attack power. It makes subjugation so much easier, and I can do one hit KOs, I guess you could say, instead of multiple hits. But war horses are completed. Started the game with the bay, and then I had to buy the rest of these. The longer you play, the more survey missions you did, the more I unlocked. And so the Palomino is the best horse. So that's the one I have on my character right now. And then so ODM gear. So you start off with the training gear, and what I should have done was upgraded it twice, because then I would have unlocked these 2. So I'm going to have to go back and do that. But I bought the first generation gear, and from then on it shows you how many times I upgraded. So I upgraded it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I'm on my 6th upgrade is where it's at. So then you can see if I scroll down quickly, that's how many more I can unlock. And it's not just the same one upgraded many times. There are other ones you can buy that are all different, and they look different, they have different abilities. So there's quite a few you can buy. Same thing with the scabbards. I didn't upgrade the training scabbard. I'll have to go back and do that. But then I had this one, I upgraded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Same as well. And then I have all of these to finish. Now, I don't have to do it. It's not required to complete the game. But if I want to get my last achievement, one of the last achievement that I know is going to be on my list is, it says to complete the gallery. The only way to complete the gallery is to unlock all the scabbards, ODM gear, and blades, which is going to take me the longest, because not only do I need tons of items from subjugating Titans, but I also need tons of funds. The more you upgrade, the more expensive it gets, the farther you go. So it's going to take me a long time. But my main concern is finishing off the second part of the story mode, doing the survey missions, the expeditions, redoing the story mode missions that I don't have S's on, and then I'm going to start working on upgrading my characters. Now, I probably will not record all of this, me trying to do all this stuff, because I guarantee you it's going to get really tedious, really boring for you guys, since it doesn't have anything to do with the story. I might upload and record a couple just to show you where I'm at, but this might end up getting pushed to the side, as I know I'm still working on Minecraft. It'll probably take me another week or 2 to finish the survey missions and such, and but anything after that I probably will not record. And I might have to find another game to play. Well, I may just, depending on what you guys want, it will probably take me one more week to get through what I'm going to show you guys for this series before I start on my own, and I'll have about 2 weeks before RE8 comes out. So what I think I might do, instead of starting a new game, I'm just going to devote 2 weeks to Minecraft and probably upload 3 or 4 times each week before RE8 comes out, so I can get you all tired of Minecraft, so you don't think about Minecraft for a little bit, so then I can focus on RE8. But anyway, okay, so then blades, I have quite a few done. So I'm only a third of the way done. So I did upgrade the training blade. So from the training blade, I upgraded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on my 10th upgrade for that. So as you can tell, the sharpness, that would be the amount of damage I'm doing, which is really, really high. Blade length, I don't think goes any higher than 100. I think it just goes downward depending on how short your blade is. And durability is how quickly it breaks down for you to have to put a new one in. But then there's like, I don't know how many more upgrades. And then I bought this one, which is a really short blade. And then I upgraded it 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I'm on that one. And this is just so I can get the gallery unlocked. I don't use this blade because it's weaker than the one I'm using. Go farther down, and okay, this is a special item. I only bought it because I thought it was hilarious that a duster had more sharpness than my blade. I unlocked the second level of the duster, so it's the ultimate duster. That right there, a piece of cloth on a stick, has more sharpness than most of my blades. So I used it for quite a while, even though it looked really stupid playing with it. It was kind of funny, but I just found it really interesting. So I got that, and then I have unlocked the Instructor's blade, and I did two upgrades, and that was pretty high. And then I bought the anti-hardening blade, upgraded that once, and I think that is the current blade I'm holding at 592 damage. It's the highest I have. And I think it has one more upgrade. Yeah, and then I bought this one. I don't think that one upgrades at all. I think it's the only one. And then there's the rest of these. So I'm only a third of the way through the blades. There's still quite a bit to do on that. And then there's the Titan field guide. So I'm 90% done with that. So every time I encounter a new Titan, whether it be story mode, survey mission, expedition, it'll unlock in here. So I'm missing 2 here. And then it starts in order. So I'm missing number 12, number 43, 48. Wait, did I just pass one? No, I'm just going crazy. So that's 4. And then number 103, that's 5. 14, 15, 7. And then the Bizarre Titans are basically just different colors and different sizes of the excuse me, of the I'm just gonna call them original Titans. I'm getting a brain fart. So I'm missing like number 3, number 6, number 8, number 9, number 12. Yeah. So like, I think the first couple are the Armored Titan. So see, it's just pretty much a different color. There's Female Titan. Yeah, I think they're pretty much different colors, different sizes. And then once you get to the bottom, this was my last survey mission. I actually ended up going against the Beast Titan. So that's the only one I've seen with him. I don't think 14 was one. No. So that's 90% done. So that's another thing I'm working on right there. So I thought I would just show you guys that. Now that I've finished the game, I don't necessarily have to go back through expedition mode to start working on old survey missions. Since I finished it, I can go back into attack mode, which brings me back to the main base again, which is probably what I'm going to do. And it should still allow me to pick whoever I want to play, if I remember correct. Yeah, okay. So for the remaining of this episode for you guys, I'm I want to show you some of the things you can do. So I'll do Erevin later. I'll just continue playing Levi just because I have them all the way upgraded. It'll just be easier to show you things with someone that's fully souped out and done. But I said I was going to explain it later. When I was talking about second part of story mode, I just figured it out when I stopped recording my last episode. I figured out that there is a, kind of like a secret second part to... Why are you drifting? A secret second part to story mode. I didn't even realize. I think Jack did a little bit of this too, and I hadn't really paid attention, but there's like I had said, let me show you what I was talking about. So like here I can change equipment. Yes, you can change outfits. The longer you play, the more you unlock. So he just has the scout regiment, and then you can put the green cape on him. That's about it. Some of the other ones, like the cadets, you can get the cadet corps jacket, but that's about it. I know there are plenty of outfits you can buy in the store. I know there's some weird Renaissance ones, but I haven't really looked into that. Core information. Yeah, so like level 79, it goes all the way up to 100, and that's as far as it goes. Items, so pretty much I've unlocked everything, and then this will show you all the types of materials that I've unlocked and what they're used for, and then how many I'm holding currently, and then also shows that I have 11,000 core funds. Yeah, I had to upgrade some stuff, so I don't have a lot of money. And then this. So this is what I've been basing off of. So obviously save shows the date you save, the time of day. It auto saves for me, but my analness, I like to save it as well, because then I know it's done. So that right there shows you playtime. I've been playing this game for pretty much 27 and a half hours. That is a lot of time. Now, take into account all the hours I spent on my own doing survey missions. That probably is half of my time, at least. So if you want to just play the main story, you could probably say, depending on how many times you die, how long it takes you to do missions, if you just blaze through it, not caring about what grades you get, things like that, you could easily probably beat this game. Probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours, which is, to me, is a decent length for a game. But if you want to do good on missions like I do and go back and try to get S's, and you subjugate almost every Titan in every mission, it probably took me at least 12 hours to beat the first part of attack mode, which is the main story mode. My other 15 hours, I guarantee, is from my expeditions and my survey missions that I've been doing on the side that I haven't been recording for you all. So that's a lot of time for a game. I like games like that there's tons left to do at the beginning of the game, the middle of the game, the end of the game. So attack mode completion is at 40%. The last time I had said something to you guys before I started the previous video, I was at 38. So in the course of 20 story mode missions, I completed the first part of the game. Now, I'm assuming the rest of attack mode is probably the second part of the story, plus you can take requests. Because the survey mission, I would assume, since it has its own completion level, that is separate. So I'm almost done with survey mission as well. I have 5 or 6 more missions, and then that will be done. And then the gallery completion is going to take me forever. That's at 61%. But requests, I'll show you what I'm talking about really quick. So requests are these people that have the exclamation point above their head. I believe you can take on, I think it's at least 2 at the same time, if not more. It might be able to do multiple, but it'll tell you specific things. Like they'll want you to get like 5 perfect complete subjugations, in your next survey mission. So if you complete it, you come back, you talk to that person, then you finished their request. I don't know if they give you funds. I don't know if they give you material. I'm not really sure. I've never done one yet. But I don't know how many requests there are. I know there's at least 10 because that's the first achievement, is the first 10. So there's probably at least 20 requests in the game. So the more you do, the more you unlock. The ones that have like, it looks like the Star of David, I guess, are just conversation bubbles. People that want to talk. And then I think I've shown this to you guys before. This is, okay, this is the past missions. So like I said, I've finished them all, but I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 that are A's that I want to complete again, but now that I've finished the game, I can play whoever I want. So now it's easier for me to get S's on them. So I'm going to work on that. And then this one is survey mission. Yes. So these are the survey missions I was talking about. So like this is the first one to unlock. So it's that area. They're all different areas of the map. Some intercorrelate, some don't. So if you're looking at the map, some of the missions are at castles. Some are within the walls, within towns. Some of them are in the open field. The farther I got, I am now in an area where some of my missions take place really early in the morning or have taken place really late at night, which actually changes it quite dramatically. There's less light for you to be able to see, and it's darker to see things, which is actually pretty cool. I like how they incorporated that. But like, this first area is 100% scouted. If you go in, they'll tell you I cleared them all, and I think that's all you had to do was clear them. But I wanted to get S's, which I did. So all these were easy. They were 1, 2, 3 stars, and the farther you went in, the harder they got, but the less there were to do. So I'm pretty much, I think I have an S on all of them, and then I'm working on this last one. This should be the very last one. So I've cleared only 1. So I have 5 left here, but I guarantee it will unlock 4 more. So once I get down to like 2 or 1, it'll unlock the remaining ones to do. And these are 7, 8, and 9 stars. So I can check reward on any of the missions. They'll tell you what you're going to get for just clearing it. You get the top 3. S rank, if you get an S rank on the mission, it gives you a special material, which are really nice because you need a lot of those to do upgrades. And now it's showing me dire subjugation rewards. So after completing the game, it told me if I do any survey missions, if I meet a requirement, which it will tell me in the main menu when I start the mission, it'll tell me if you do this particular thing during the mission, it will unlock a dire subjugation reward. So then it'll give me one of those bizarre titans, I would assume. And if I take it down, then I get that particular item. It's not showing me the people to unlock, but if I remember correctly, this last group of survey missions for my muster roll will unlock Annie, Rhina, Bertolt, Marco, and there was one more. I cannot remember who it was. It might have been Emir. But I thought I already did her. I don't remember. I don't remember this last one. It won't show me unless I jump into a survey mission. But back to what I was saying. So, here, just like in the game, if you talk to the person with the exclamation point, you will start your next story mission. Now, since I beat the game, and I was telling you guys about the second half of the story, I don't know how long it is. I don't know if it's as long as the first half. I just know that it's like, I don't know if it has anything to do with the second season, because I haven't played this part yet, and I didn't know about it, but I would have assumed the second season would be in the second game, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but there's more to be done, so that's why I was assuming the attack mode was only at 40%. There's still going to be quite a bit left to do, unless it includes requests as well. So there's probably like, I don't know, it's probably I would guess it's probably 20% more story left. Probably at least a good 7 missions is what I'm going to assume. So I think we're just going to go and do some of the missions that I've probably done while out doing surveys. But I will have to see. I'm not going to start one. My time is going to be up pretty quick, but I just wanted to take this episode to show you guys some of the things. Oh, yeah. Some of you might find this interesting. Hold on. So, I figured this out when I was doing expeditions. You can go to this guy with the figure above him. If you pay him, and if you have the materials he's asking for, he can build you models of every single Titan, including the Titan, some of Aaron's different Titan forms. I've unlocked quite a few. I've bought all of the small Titans and half of the medium Titans already, but they get pretty expensive. I have the items, that's easy, but it's the funds that's giving me problems. But if you buy them, you can ask him to set them for you, and you can pick one. So I'm just going to pick some, I'll just pick some random one. There. So he set it, and now it is in the center of my courtyard to look at, which is kind of creepy. But yeah, and then you can move him, rotate him, look at him, look at his naked butt. But what I'm hoping is I want to have the money to unlock one of Aaron's and put it in the center. Or even if I could unlock some of the bizarre Titans, that would be awesome. So now I didn't really want his naked ass in my courtyard. I like the bell. So I'm just going to leave it that way. What else? So I already have all the war horses unlocked, so there's probably no point in talking to her. Yeah. This one is where we can get materials. Oh, talk to me. I can sell materials. So sometimes if I have like more than 200 of a specific one, I'll sell them. But right now I don't even have more than 100. Or you can buy some. Some I don't have. I usually try to pay attention and see if there's any that I do not own yet. If there is, I just buy a couple just to have on hand. So it looks like there's none I don't have. And then this is where I would go to upgrade all my equipment. New developments would be new ones I've unlocked. So I haven't unlocked any new ones. So the red ones are the ones that I obviously can't afford. I bought that one. See, I haven't bought that one. Duster's done. Rapier, that one I upgraded. That one's done. That one's done. So some of these are like really, really long. Okay, so that is longer than 100. That's a 200 length blade. That thing's really long, which I find really annoying. So I probably won't get it. So then all those scabbards too. They all look different. They all do different things. Some of them hold more blades. Some of them have better gas pressure. Some have better gas capacity. Oops, crap. And then the ODM gear basically just changes how fast I can go on my reels, the range of shooting, and then the strength, how long I can fly around things with one shot before having to reel it back in and reshoot. That one's pretty cool looking. So then there's that. And then equipment modification. It's basically the same thing. It shows me the ones I've bought. So the Ultimate Duster, yeah, cannot be upgraded. So that one's done. Instructor's Blade cannot be upgraded. Okay, so the Hunting Blade can be. I just don't have the stuff for it. That's the one. I don't have enough for that one yet. That one, don't have enough yet. And this is the one I currently have on my possession. And it can be upgraded as well. But I don't have the funds or the items. And then scabbards and gear, I only bought one and I've just been upgrading it ever since. But I don't have anything, the ability to do it. And then fortify, basically, if you have old equipment, so I could take those old blades that I'm not going to use, and I can fortify it and get it, I guess, melted down into my current blade, which will give it a couple more points. So let's just say if I wanted to, I'll take the one I have equipped, which is my best blade, and then I'll pick a material. So let's just say this one, and it'll tell me it adds 6. So it upgrades my sharpness a little bit, and it upgrades my durability a little bit, and then it would cost me 7,000. So then I wouldn't have that second blade anymore. So it's kind of a cheaper way to upgrade your blade without having to modify it. I've only done that a couple times, just because the only reason I'm not fortifying is because I kind of like the blade. I don't want to get rid of the Duster because it's really cool. And I just haven't really been thinking about it. But then I can also cash in my old ones too. It'll tell you how much they're worth, which isn't a lot. So it's no point trying to get rid of them. Yeah, because like I don't want to sell or forge my Duster. The Instructor's Blade is really cool, so I don't want to do that. That one I'm still working on. I'm working on this one. I'm working on this one. I'm working on this one. So there's really no point in getting rid of them when I'm working on them so I can unlock more in the gallery. So that's this guy. So I think that's pretty much it. And I wanted to show you guys so you know what I've been up to on my own time. I've been doing those survey missions. and they take a lot longer than you think. So the only thing I can't do in this menu that I realize I have to go through the expedition mode at the main menu for is the expeditions. Now the expeditions are basically the same thing as the survey missions, except you can do multiple in a row. And the more you do in a row, the more likely it is you're going to get really good materials. But they're basically the same thing. You can complete the survey missions through the survey mission menu, or you can complete them through the expeditions and just do multiple in a row. So like, yeah, as soon as you talk to this person, it goes away from their heads. So they just say some random stuff sometimes. Or like, let's see what a request is. So this is Sasha. Could you help me out? So it'll tell you complete 3 side missions. Okay. So I'm not really sure what it means by side missions. I don't know if that means side missions. I don't know if she's asking me to do 3 other people's requests or what, but like they're all different. So I want to see a different one. So you don't have to take them, you just unlock more stuff. So, okay, Krista. So here you go. Earn a battle rank of A or above 1 time. So on my next battle, I could just pick her, say yes, go to my next mission, and as soon as I get an A or above, I go back to her, and then I would assume I get something in return. So basically, they're all going to be different. So it looks like Ervin has one too. So let's see what his is. So acquire 10 efficient subjugation medals or better. So some of them will probably tell you, oh, it has to be a specific area. It has to be a specific target. But as of right now, since I just started doing them, I'm assuming it's not going to give me specific requirements yet, which is nice. I will probably on my own sometime next week or so, I'm going to work on some of the not side missions, but I'm going to finish up the survey missions and work on the expeditions, finish those, and then I might do a couple of requests. I guarantee there's going to be plenty to do, but I will not start on the air quote second half of the story mode until I can record it for you guys, just so you can see it, because I guarantee it's going to be a little bit different. So you might as well start the first one and see what happens with Mike over here. So that will be my next episode, is I'll start that and just see what it looks like. So, but unless somebody is particularly interested in seeing it, I won't be doing the expeditions recorded, and I won't be doing the finishing up getting S's on the story missions that I have 3 left, because you've already seen those, and then the survey missions. I think I showed you guys how one worked, so I probably won't record those either unless somebody requests to see them. So other than that, the next time you guys see me, we'll just be working on that second half of the story mode, or maybe doing requests. I'll show you my progress if I upgrade somebody and unlock some really cool blades or things. I'll show you some of that. Or if I unlock some cool Titans for this center courtyard, which would be really sweet. But other than that, this game is pretty much done with. I will just record for you guys until the end of the official storyline, and then the requests, and everything else will just be done on my own. But then that will be it. I know I gave you all my review of the game. It was kind of a jumbled review. I think I talked for probably about 10 minutes straight. I wish I would have waited, but I really wanted to fill in that time because the game ended so quickly and unexpectedly for me. I didn't expect that. So I kind of just did a review right off the bat, just fresh in my mind. But what I think I might start doing is every time I finish a game, whether it's been requested by a subscriber or not, once I finish one, I think I'm going to make a separate video and go over my ratings for it and why. And I think I'm going to try to come up with some sort of tier and rating scale, like out of 25 or 100 or something, and come up with categories. So I can tell you guys and show you guys why I give you the rating I do. So if I have time, I might go back and then use the rating scale on the previous 2 games, my Little Hope game and Resident Evil 7, and then redo one for this. I know I've already given reviews for all 3 of these games, but in case anybody was interested in just seeing probably about a 10-minute video of my rating scale and why I'm going to rate things the way I do, then you can watch those. And then from now on, I'm going to have it separate. Any game I complete, I will have a separate video about my rating and not include it in my gameplay. I think that'll just make it way cleaner. It'll give me some time to think about the game, mull over a little bit. But I will probably still give you my first impressions. I know first impressions mean quite a lot to some people. So I will always give you my first impression of what I think how a game was. But I will not give in-depth critiques unless you watch that video. But while I'm thinking about it, I also am trying to get time with my husband. He's been really busy at work, but I'm trying to convince him to play the double story mode of Little Hope with me. I mentioned that way back when I played it, that you can play the story mode with 2 players, so then you can see some parts of the story that you didn't get to before. So that would be nice to do. I know I've already played that game, and it came out months and months and months ago, but I still think it'd be interesting to see some of the things that weren't there before. Plus, I still have quite a few achievements to unlock, but RE7 I probably will not go back to. I know I didn't get all the achievements, but I can do that on my own time. But I think he also wants to get, I think my sister has got my husband so hyped for Minecraft. My husband wants to play a Minecraft of his own, so depending on his rage level, I may secretly record him playing it just for shits and giggles, because I think you guys would get a real hoot out of his anger problems. He's one of those gamers people would play to see rage moments, because he gets frustrated so easy when things don't go his way. It's quite entertaining. But thank you guys for watching. I know this video wasn't exactly the funnest, but I just wanted to show you some of the things that you can unlock at the end of the game, things that you can still do. And then I wanted to give you my game plan for what's going to happen next. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. It means more to me than you could ever know. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.